The Monsters Playbook is an adventure podcast for grown-ups. It contains violence and profanity and deals with adult themes that may be uncomfortable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. This is the Monsters Playbook, a real play Monster of the Week podcast where sometimes the real monsters are the friends we made along the way. This week on the cover story, Casey Davis finally has her brother back, and he has her back as well. But the family reunion will have to take a back seat for now, as Exploding Boy's ultimate plan is on the verge of reaching fruition. If his biggest concert yet goes the way it looks like it will, the Ogre Prince Hestor will walk this earth freely and wreak who knows how much havoc on the city and the world. If they're going to put a stop to it, the whole team will have to be at their best. Or something more than their best. What's that mean, Jonny? Oh, you'll find out. Enjoy at last the conclusion of Exploding Boy.
I'm John, and I play Mark Clayton.
I'm Lauren, and I play Kira Ashwood.
I'm Miah, and I play Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
I'm Jonny, and I play literally everybody else. Let's see how they do. So if we remember, the last thing that happened, Kira had used her blood magic to share every memory she had of Jesse and Casey's relationship to try to get him to remember his sister. And just as she finished that little mind meld, Casey rounded the corner and saw that for the first time since the hallway, her brother truly recognized her. Casey. Your move, Casey.
Kira, what did you do?
I think Kira kind of steps back from having her hands on Jesse's head and kind of just looks between them. I said I was going to help you.
Okay, can you be more specific?
And I think kind of she looks between you guys. I shared what I could remember. I think he at least knows pieces of what you guys had. I'll let you guys catch up. Kira will walk inside.
I think Jesse kind of reaches out a hand towards you to be like, wait, what? Don't...
What's up?
You're just gonna do that and then leave?
I mean, I don't know what you want from me. I just wanted to give my friend her brother back.
We don't even know if he's back.
Parts of him are.
Please continue talking about me like I'm not even here. I love it. It's the best.
See, this is just awkward. I was trying to help.
How do you even know if it worked? Like, he knows what my name is regardless.
I think Kira looks to Jesse. I know it worked.
I know what happened when you were training in. I know you never got over it, and I know it's why you worked so hard. It's true I don't know everything, but I know you're my sister.
Prove it. Prove you remember who I am.
Kira, what kinds of conversations have you had with Casey about Jesse and her? Because that will be the limit of what he does know.
Kira knows quite a bit, I think, from what you've shared with her, especially recently, about how growing up, you kind of looked to him a lot. I think talked a little bit about Tessa and how he wasn't totally there when that happened to her.
I've definitely told Kira about, the cool driving stuff that Jesse, learning to drive. Probably about, that time that Jesse, came home and I was, kicking a soccer ball on that whole fence thing.
I know about what happened to you with your memories that were taken from you what happened with Tessa. All the stuff that I obviously was present for.
I do think one of the things he's going to say is, I know you shot me. You shot me! You shot me!
Yeah. And I never said I'm sorry for it, and I've always wanted to, but you never knew who I was.
Are we like a hugging family?
Not always, but I think whenever I needed it, you always knew when.
I think he's gonna look at Kira like, you didn't give me this part of the memories. And then he's gonna walk over and give you a big brother hug.
You don't have to, like.
Yeah, I do.
Do you actually remember me?
Mostly. It's like I remember watching a movie I was in, and you were in.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm in the movie Ghost. Everybody doesn't remember me and can't see that I'm there.
I think he'll like pull you out of the hug and have a hand on your shoulder and be like, thing about that movie though, it fucking sucked.
I know that you're not gonna drop everything and get to know or care about your sister. It was a nice thing that Kira did. I can understand why she did it. Tired of seeing me mope around and...
Kira's still there, by the way, and she's like, that's not why I did that.
Here's the thing I don't get, though. Why do you want to stay lost?
That's why.
It's a hard question to answer.
I mean, if it was easy, I'd probably have worked it out myself. I'm a pretty good detective.
Good enough detective to realize that I'm your sister. Sorry, that was mean. I guess I don't know how much you remember, but I didn't always do a lot of good. And I figured that if those bad things didn't exist, then everything that would be the better outcome. And that day that I went to see you at your house, I was curious to see if you were living a better life without me in it.
Am I?
I don't know, you have to tell me. You kind of pushed me out the door pretty quickly. You don't know if you have a better life because you didn't have the one that I was in. Do you remember that you were gone most of my childhood? You weren't there. I think... Yeah, I miss Mom and Dad, but out of all the people who I wished... all the people who I wished to remember me, it was you, and you didn't. When I found out that you didn't remember me, I kind of, I guess, threw in the towel. What is the point? And I mean, I fucking shot you. You didn't remember that till now? Like, why bring that all back? Why bring back all the bad things that I've done, the monster that I've become,
Because of the other half. More than half. You don't get to decide you're a net loss, Casey Davis.
It is my choice.
What about everybody else?
They're just factors in my choice. I mean, it's not an easy...
Cop out. Listen. It's fine if you want to make the choice you want to make. But call it what it is. You're running away.
Because it's been hard. It's been so hard. I don't remember when it's been easy. I don't remember even before years when it's been easy. And maybe now if I let it all fade away, if I let you all forget about me, I can start fresh. I can start how I want to start. I won't have anybody taking away the person that I love. I won't have anybody taking away those memories.
Bullshit. You're taking away those memories. You're taking away the people that you love. don't think just because we all forget about you, you're never going to have another bad day in your life. Whatever. I'm not here to try to save you, all right? If you think you know what's best, you go do what's best. When you came to my house, I told you that if you're my sister, you're going to make the right decision. Do you still want to be my sister?
More than anything.
Then make the right decision. And he's going to spin around and head back to his car. Are you going to let him walk away?
Yeah. But I think Casey's gonna... I think she's like staring at the ground, like just like a wall of like hair. But she's gonna like speak to Kira. Why did you do it? Why did you give him back the memories of me?
Because you deserve happiness, Casey.
What makes you say that? I mean, you've seen me kill all those people. You know, I've killed that ICE agent.
Do you know how many people I've killed? Do I not deserve happiness? Why shouldn't you?
I think Jesse fires up his car and you can hear the radio playing through it.
A KJON exclusive! Call now to win 2 tickets to the surprise Exploding Boy concert tonight at the Roy Wilkins Auditorium. Tickets are going fast. He's the hottest star in our very own superstar town. And here with a sneak peek of the new single, Catch Me. Here he comes, Exploding Boy. Call now.
This is a place where your mind is contagious and there is no best defense except the desperation of complacency. Stay awake, be the most me I can be, even though my body doesn't have a presence you can see. I'm a disease, and you're all gonna catch me. I'm a disease. You're gonna wish there's a vaccine. I'm a disease. Silent and strange. This is where I think we came from, and no one who rules out here will come from there.
How far is Mark away from this?
That's a question for you. I think you're probably just inside.
Okay. I think I come wandering out as you guys finish up talking, and I'm like, I'm looking at this sweater. Like, what do you guys think?
You look cool. Looks awesome, Mark.
See, I don't think you mean that. It's okay. I have doubts too.
They're standing in the posture of, like, the kind of posture that you would have sketched in your notebook for how people stand when something very dramatic is happening.
Like walking in on like your arguing parents. And then stop arguing.
And they're just like, why would you do that? Blah, blah, blah. And Mark comes out, what do you guys think of my sweater? It's got my name on it. What are you guys talking about?
You guys look concerned. What's going on?
Sweater looks, yeah, it looks like something.
It looks.
Yeah.
Mark turns around and goes,
I like the lettering.
just like, it's fine. It's a protection thing. I'm grounded. I'm not gonna. We're good here. But seriously, what's going on with you guys?
I think Kira looks to Casey. You're just gonna let him leave?
What, you think I should stop him? My like kind of sort of maybe brother?
He's your fucking brother. Snap out of this. He was right.
think Mark slowly backs up and just kind of like just kind of listens from around the corner.
I know what you want me to do, Kira. I just don't know if I'm ready to face it. I don't know if it's the right choice.
Casey,
Please don't look at me like that.
it's your choice. It doesn't just affect you. It affects everybody who cares about you, everybody who still remembers you.
Please don't cry.
That's why I shared those memories with Jesse. Because I thought if anybody could get through to you, it'd be him. Because apparently we're not good enough to keep you here. And Kara's gonna walk inside.
No. Casey's gonna grab her and like pull her into a very tight hug.
I think Kira kind of shoves you off.
No, you're fucking staying right here because you're gonna hear what I have to say.
Casey, roll act under pressure.
That's gonna be a 12.
Okay. Oh, what a coincidence. That's how many points I have to use against you.
Oh,
So, Kira, you are unable to escape this violent bear hug. She still got you.
When I told you that I loved you, I meant it. I love you, Kira Ashwood. Since the hallway, you've been my wall that I could put my back against. And I could always rely on. Even when my wall, Jesse, was gone. You've saved me in so many ways. And I keep hurting you, and I'm sorry.
You can't leave.
I'm never gonna leave you.
Then prove it. We need to go to the fucking hallway and we need to get your memories back.
I think Mark steps out again and says, I agree with that.
I think Casey like actually like jerks away from Kira.
Oh.
Mark like comes out and like Casey spaces down and like just really, really, really embarrassed that Mark was still there.
Casey. It's fine.
Shut up.
We're a team. Come on.
I think Casey looks from Mark to Kira.
To Tommy,
What?
who's also standing in the door.
I think Casey will look at Mark, then see that Tommy's there, quickly look away, look at, I think, Kira, and then maybe down at the ground. I think her face might be red. We can get my memories back. We can get me back. But you guys have to promise me. I don't want any more of this self-sacrificing stuff. And I promise I won't do that either. That moment in the hallway when we were all fucking fighting to kill ourselves. We're supposed to talk. And if we're fighting to get me back, I can't lose one of you guys in the process.
Yeah.
Promise? You promise not to sacrifice yourself?
Would someone wearing this sweater sacrifice himself?
I mean,
If it was me.
He turns around again.
Casey, roll manipulate someone.
10.
Okay. If you promise, you will both mark experience and you will get +1 on any rolls towards not sacrificing yourself to get Casey back.
And Casey can tell if you lie about it.
and I can't tell if you're lying, so you better make me fucking believe it.
You gave me back part of my brother. It still hurts, but it's enough to get me to see what you're saying.
If you promise, then I'll promise too.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know if I whisper from where I am, if Tommy can hear me?
I think it would be an act under pressure roll.
10.
Okay. You can Whisper and he can't hear you.
Casey will whisper with all my heart. I think Casey will like breathe in deep, straighten up, probably roll her shoulders, avoiding eye contact with Tommy. But I think like Casey will look hard at Mark. All right. No more throwing me out of places.
From now on, this is a yeet-free zone.
We agree. No one shall be yeeted.
This is either a yeet together or yeet not at all.
Thou shall not be yeeted.
This is the yeet-free zone.
Casey, I've always been on your side. And what I did there was to protect you and look out for you. But I agree with you. Like, we should look after each other as much as we do after each other as we do ourselves. So let's do this again. The right way.
And we're not going to let you fade away.
I think Nick's gonna poke his head out and be like, "Hey, Cuddle Puddle, our Monster Rockstars concert's moved up by a day. We gotta get there
Fuck.
tonight."
Tonight? Okay.
Hold on, guys. I've always wanted to say this. Tonight, we ride.
You're not a rowdy rough boy. What are you, Mark?
Oh, just give me...
Okay, I'm sorry.
Fine.
It's just, I think it's the sweater. It's just...
Yeah, and then Nick will like turn his head, look down, look back up, and be like, "Dork."
I think Casey... nope. Nah, fuck it. I think Casey will like say, but not too loud, and you thought that he was my boyfriend? Fuck.
Jeez.
But I think that Casey will... No, yeah, that's it. Moment's passed. Sorry, I was gonna do a thing, but it's...
No, what was it?
No, do the thing.
I was gonna like... I was gonna say like, "Oh, nice one, Mark," and then like hold up her hand for a high five, but then as he goes to hit it, move it, and then just like tap him like on the forehead, like...
This is why we can't be friends.
Ah, you little dweebs.
We gotta work on your like cool, your stealthy cool stealth.
I think as you hit him in the head, he's like, just like, great, I just walked into another thing, and he turns around in his little notebook. Don't trust Casey.
But I think that after Casey does that, and like Mark kind of like goes away, I think she'll like hook her arm around his shoulder and like give him like a side hug and be like, "I guess I forgive you. Let's go check out your girlfriend, Mark." And I think Casey will maneuver like Mark between Casey and Tommy and head back into the building.
I think Mark's like wobbling at that point. He's like, "Wait, what?"
I have a girlfriend.
Just keep moving. Just keep moving.
Yeah, I think Kira will grab Nick and Tommy, and she'll catch up. Where is the concert still in the same place? The XL Energy Center?
No, it's at the Roy Wilkins. An intimate evening with Exploding Boy.
I don't like that.
I think that Theo will come up to Casey and Mark, but Casey will probably break away. But Theo's going to go to Mark. I had a thought.
Are you doing okay after everything?
Yeah. Still kind of processing. Honestly, I'm kind of worried about Nick. I mean, I'll also myself, I don't know what got into me. I have lightning powers now.
I keep finding out new shit about me.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of you can find ghosts, right?
Huh?
You told me like when we were at your house, and I was like telling you about like this person or whatever that you could find ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see ghosts.
So like I had a thought. So like, you know how Exploding Boy, Kira was saying that like in his lyrics and like on Reddit or something.
Wait, the guy on the radio?
Yes.
Okay.
The guy that we're supposed to find tomorrow.
Oh right, yeah.
So like he wrote that one song, that recent one, I Know What I'm Doing. It sounded really suspicious, like talked a lot about like revenge, and like Kira heard gossip of that like one of his friends had died or something. I'm wondering, do you think he could like connect and find his ghost, that guy's ghost?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, maybe I can help you.
Sure, yeah, do you... Okay, yeah, let's try it.
I'm also wondering, Jonny, in the song, it talks about it. He kind of very, very briefly mentions at the very, very end something kind of, it feels like sort of like a spell sort of thing, like cut the hand, fire to the candle.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, weird. I'm wondering if Theo would be able to research or figure out like what spells require that kind of ritual.
Why don't you roll investigate a mystery?
That's gonna be a 10.
So, okay. 1, it's blood magic. I think 2, the addition of the element of flame and the like concept of revenge. How online is Theo?
Well, we established that she goes on Twitter.
Yep. She's definitely on Twitter. Probably the most out of, I feel like, everybody in her family. At least is aware of more pop culture things than like I am. If that helps.
Yeah, the addition of vengeance as a component and the flame and the hand pain part of things, this feels a lot like there's a large group in the south suburbs of sort of para-human entities that disguise themselves as people and have some kind of ancient magic at their disposal. And there was a time 15 or so, maybe more years ago, when a lot of it was leaking online. This sounds like that.
Is there a name to this group?
Back in the day, they called them the Under the Stairs Kids.
So, would that make Carl an Under the Stairs kid, or that he maybe went to them or learned from them?
That's not something that you know. You know that that style of magic most resembles the stuff from the Under the Stairs Kids magic. Yeah, like you recall that there's a demon banishing ritual that requires, quote, concentrated audible angst. So, that kind of shit.
So then, could Mark and I try and locate Click Track?
Through what? Like, tune in? Yeah, why don't you roll it and Theo roll help out. You're gonna like burn some incense business and write your sort of Greek lorem ipsum spells.
I rolled a 12.
14.
Is that with the +1 from me?
Oh, no, 15. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
We know shit about ghosts.
So yeah, you reach out with your mind and you find and connect with something that has the shape of a person at least partially named Click Track. And you just hear there's just like a low, distant muttering, fuck. 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 You get 3 questions.
What the heck?
Can Theo channel, like, am I channeling this to Theo?
You can.
Yeah, I think collectively we're trying to figure out what we want to say here.
I'm imagining you had like a small fire of sort of your herbs and incense, and then you guys are like standing holding both hands over the top of it. Fuck. Fuck.
I think Theo will bump Mark because Theo's never done this before. I know that the first question I want to ask them.
What's going on?
No, who killed you?
You're lucky, Theo. My signal strength is pretty good today.
Well, yeah, I boosted it with some of like these herbs. Like if you just mix like a little bit of sage and like a couple other like of these herbs, it usually helps with like focusing and tuning in.
Huh. Haven't used materials like that before.
I have a book. Like if you want to like read it, it tells you kind of how to improve like focusing and some meditations and like your spells and like magic.
Who the hell are you two? How are you talking to me?
Oh, we're using magic.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Magic.
I'm Theo.
And I'm Mark.
You guys aren't Carl's friends, are you?
No, we're trying to stop Carl.
Good.
Are you not friends with him?
Not since he hired those rowdy rough boys to kill me.
So were you gunned down?
They hit me with their car. They each hit me with their car.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, only the first one hurt.
Oh, no.
Is there anything that you want us, like, I know you're, like, you know you're dead, right?
You're kidding.
Theo, he already knows he's dead.
I just wanted to let you know. So
No wonder I haven't been getting hungry.
I just wanted to let you know. I didn't want it to be like a shock, like that we were springing this on you. But is there anybody that like you'd want us to, that you want us to say anything to, like, or do for you? You left kind of suddenly. I don't know if you left any loved ones behind.
This would count as your second question, I think.
I think I'm fine with that. What do you guys think?
That's fine. I guess the only question would be like, what else do we want to know?
Maybe we have one more question.
If you can find a Lucas Lawman, tell him I'm sorry for freshman year.
I'll try and find him.
You know what? You guys are pretty cool. I mean, despite the fact that you're using magic, which is bullshit.
I mean, some of us use it for good.
Oh, sure.
I try to use it for good. I always try to help people. I never try to hurt people.
Yeah, no one ever tries. And you walk around spewing fire out of your hands, someone's going to get burned.
Ooh, you should ask about that. What has he seen? Did he see Carl?
That, or do I ask him what's the deal that Carl made? Or what magic is Carl dealing with?
Yeah, if he knows. Something about Carl.
What magic is Carl using?
It's the magic I showed him. I met Carl in college, and we were just a couple of living room producers just trying to make cool music, But I came from kind of a weird place. I kind of had a bunch of weird stuff going on, and well, Carl had questions, and I had answers. Showed him the websites, showed him the doors, rituals, drugs. Then it changed. Then he started wanting to get famous. He never really tried to get good, though. And then he fucking killed me so that he could go get revenge, so that he could get famous.
Sorry, so he said he killed him to get famous?
It wasn't an if A then B. What he was using, he needed to have revenge be a part of it.
Oh, okay. In order to get his magic or his famous.
So he had the Rowdy Rough Boys kill me, and then he killed some of them. Boom, vengeance. Pour it in the pot.
So you were just a spell component to his spell.
Well, when you put it like that, it makes me seem like a piece of shit.
I mean, you did. Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
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 Is Lucas gonna know you by click track, or do I need to give him a different name? Tell him a different name.
He would know me as Jacob Gruder.
Is he stuck here, or like, can Theo help him pass on, or like heal?
I don't know. Can Theo help him pass on?
Can I ask him where are you right now?
He is at the McDonald's parking lot on Nicollet Avenue. Hell of a place to die. Hell of a place to have to live.
You're not loving it? Sorry, too soon.
Oh my god. Jonny left the room.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You're talking to me?
Yes.
Did you not hear me the first time?
No, I'm being a smartass. But I had to stand up, mix a drink. And what the fuck did you say to me?
Do you want to stay there? Like, are you like ready to move on?
Not while Carl's still walking around doing concerts, cashing checks and putting out shitty EPs like he's God's gift to synthesizers.
Well, I think we're gonna stop him. I think he's gonna like look at Mark.
Like, right? We're stopping him, right?
Is killing them helping?
I mean, Casey was gonna ask. We're killing Exploding Boy, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think he's maybe a person. He's just made a bad deal.
I think he's maybe a person.
Probably not now, but maybe like later. Would Theo be? I guess you'd maybe need Mark's help, but is it possible for Theo to like help Jacob cross over or find peace?
I think it's likely possible for all of you to help him find peace.
By killing Carl?
That's not what he said.
By stopping Carl, we could probably put him behind bars
Oh, make him stop putting out music?
and literally put him behind bars. Jail.
I think I would have relayed this conversation to you guys.
I'm sure Theo and Mark will fill in the rest of the gang after.
Sometimes when I do this whole like tune in thing, I just imagine Mark opening his mouth and like an echo coming out of like the audio.
Just sonar.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna try and stop Carl. And I promise I'll find Lucas and give him your message.
Oh, is it my... Should I be saying something? Great.
Okay, never mind. Theo's gonna like squeeze Mark's hand and like let's end this.
Just click.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't subtle with the I'm loving it.
Yeah, probably not the best choice of words.
You think? Listen, I study people. That was a bad thing. Anyway, I've relayed this to Kira and Casey.
I don't know if Kira and Theo could do it, but like decipher anything in the latest song, Catch Me. I know there's something about sleep. So I'm wondering, should Theo prepare a like something to combat like a sleeping spell?
Yeah, can you send the lyrics to us by any chance so we can look at them?
Will you roll manipulate someone on me?
Can I roll help out?
Absolutely not.
That is a 10.
You got, Jonny.
I got gunked.
There is a place where your mind is contagious, and there is no best defense except the desperation of complacency. Stay awake. Be the most me I can be. Even though my body doesn't have a presence you can see. I'm a disease, and you're all gonna catch me. You. I'm a disease. You're gonna wish there's a vaccine. I'm a disease. Silent and strange. This is where I think we came from. And the one who rules out here will come from there.
I'm wondering if there's like any herbs, spells, or like an ointment like Theo could create, maybe with Mark's mom's help. Because I'm worried about like us falling asleep and like being able to see him.
Can Kira read a bad situation on these lyrics?
Sure. Theo, why don't you use magic to create some kind of a balm against sleep?
9.
Kira, roll read a bad situation.
11.
Okay, you get 3 questions.
Okay, so this disease that he's talking about, is there a way I can put 2 and 2 together? Like, is the way that this disease is spreading, other than like the spirits physically like infecting people, like how is this disease spreading? Is it from the music? Is it from like hearing it in person? Is that why the concert was moved up?
I don't think you'd be able to tell that from this song.
That's really weird. Can I use a question to know how it is spreading?
I suppose physically.
So like what we saw in Mark's vision. Is he, okay, can I intuit from the lyrics and the way that we heard Hastor speaking about, is he's talking about Hestor, the one who's going to rule. Is he like been possessed by him? Like he's not in control at all? He's definitely talking about Hestor, but...
Yeah, I don't think you get that impression. He was definitely singing about there.
God, what do you guys think? What are some other questions we should ask that we would legitimately be able to know or intuit from these lyrics, which kind of limits what we can ask?
Are you able to intuit like a weakness of his?
Well, yeah, what's the deal about the stay awake? Does he have to stay awake in order for Hestor to keep control of him?
That part is all about there and what happens to you when you as a living entity goes there. It's kind of a realm of the mind, and it's easy to lose yourself.
Do we really want to go there, guys?
Desperately.
Well, we can go there if there's a way to tether us so that we don't get lost.
Just make sure you remember who is Casey Davis, and Mark Clayton, and Kira Ashwood, and Theo Nessos.
I think I don't have an identity disorder. Okay, one more question.
Do you want to maybe use one of the read a bad situation questions from the list?
Yeah, probably. I'm kind of drawing a blank on what else I should ask.
What's my best way in or out? Are there dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? Is there something I'm not seeing?
No, I think you have a pretty good sense of the dangers.
All right. So talking about there. So it's not totally clear how much control Hestor has versus Exploding Boy, or is it like Hestor, I assume, has like some sort of, his spirit is like affecting Carl in some manner. I guess what I'm wondering is Carl completely possessed by Hestor, or is there some sort of like shared consciousness where they're doing this together, or is Carl just doing this no problem and Hestor's just along for the ride? It's his vehicle to infect more people.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real evidence that Exploding Boy is possessed at all.
It's just a shit person. Okay.
That's a bit of a value judgment.
I mean, he killed his friend
To get famous.
because fame. Totally justifiable. That's a thing. Justifiable homicide, right?
In some circles.
In prison. Can Kira... I want her to talk to... I want her to talk to Nick, and I also want her to talk to Tommy, but not necessarily together. Separate conversations with both of them.
How are you going to manage that?
I think when Nick comes out and says, like, they moved up the concert, I think she'd be like, fill me in, and, like, waves Nick to come follow or something, and then just, like, walks around the building or something.
Tommy's going to try to follow you as
Damn
well.
it, Tommy! Okay, fine. I don't really care, I guess, if Tommy's here for the conversation I want to have with Nick. It would be better if he wasn't here, but it's
Can't
fine.
wait to find out why.
Okay, so whatever. Catches me up on everything. Actually, question about that itself. How many people are supposed to be at the concert and stuff like that? Like, what are the details? It's supposed to be a small venue, you said?
It's smaller than the XL, but it's still going to be like, over 5,000 seats.
Oh, geez. How, like, are the tickets sold out? Or, like...
I think that's why they're giving them away on the radio. They're the only ones that aren't claimed.
And what time is the concert? Like, how much time do we have?
You probably have like 2 hours.
A lot of people are going. Okay, then I guess I'll talk to Nick with Tommy also there. So you've been able to do magic like all your life?
Where are you going with this? Thought we were going to talk about something else.
Just something I was curious about, I guess.
Roll manipulate someone.
9.
Why don't you tell me how you got those wings?
I killed for them.
Jesus.
You don't get out of a cult unscathed.
I guess I know a thing or two about that. The magic is new. Well, newish.
How new?
I've been studying it for 5 years.
Come from your parents?
No.
Where'd it come from? Don't you have to have some sort of ability to do that shit, or
All you need's a good teacher.
who taught you?
Maybe another time.
Oh. I guess I was curious because I saw you with Theo. You said that she had the fury, that she was losing control. I think a lot of people saw that. They saw her losing sight of herself. I guess I just wanted to say that I saw you help her. You stopped her. And thanks.
Well, she probably would have hurt me a lot worse than she would have hurt you, so.
Yeah. Cool it on the whole calling her a witch thing, will ya?
Well, it's like you said. You don't get out of a cult unscathed.
Well, I'm gonna try to help her if I can. You already did that the other day. Hopefully you'll continue to make sure she doesn't lose control.
Anyway.
Tommy, can I talk to you for a sec?
It will be easier to get him on his own.
I think Kira will hold his hand and as they're walking around the building or something. So there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. I just haven't really had a good time to do it. When I was talking to, when I saw Sarah, there was a moment when I connected with her. Whatever was left, I guess, of who she was as a person. I asked her if there was anything she wanted me to tell you. She had a message for you. She said that she forgives you for Memphis. I don't know what that means, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but it seemed important to her.
Wow, Thank you.
Yeah. Can I... What's Tommy's, expression?
Far away.
Well, yeah. So anyways, I guess we have a concert we should probably be going to soon.
Yeah, I think Nick's gonna pop his head into the room that you were in, Kira, with his phone and a hand over it and be like, what was this Numbskull's first single? I'm caller 10.
Oh shit, what was it called? Nope, it's Drive. Yeah.
Drive?
The Drive.
What?
The Drive?
Yes, it is. Fuck you. I said, fuck you. He hangs up the phone. I don't fucking know. I don't listen to this asshole's music sucks.
Exploding Boy Part 1, Drive.
That was the name of the episode, not the song.
You said all of his, the episode titles were going to be after his songs.
I said that after the first one.
Well then. Fine.
You didn't win tickets.
Oh, fine. We'll just sneak in.
Can Casey find Kira when she comes back in?
Sure.
I think that Casey's going to perceive that Nick fucked up on getting tickets. Kind of an idea of if we want to get in, maybe get ears involved and see if they can shut down the concert. Maybe there's a bomb threat or a suspect, and you and Jesse need to, apprehend the target, aka Exploding Boy. Because a superfan was like, Exploding Boy.
Oh, yeah. I can call the agency.
You sure can. Why don't you roll it?
11.
All right, you call in and you get the author.
Hey, there's a concert downtown. An Exploding Boy concert. And we needed to shut it down. Is there something that you can do to get that canceled so that we can make sure that people aren't there?
There's everything I can do to get that canceled. Want to let me in on the play?
Yeah, some sort of spirit possessing people. Thinking a big old concert venue might be an easy place for it to do that. So the less people it can possess, the better.
Okay. We can, we can say the pipes burst. We can threaten the place. Fake an outbreak of a infectious disease.
Yeah. Or a bomb threat.
Bomb threat, exploding boy. A little on the nose, isn't it, Ashwood?
I mean, are bombers usually very rational?
Fair enough.
All right. How quick can you get it shut down? The concert's in like 2 hours.
Minutes.
Wonderful. All right. Well, thanks. Anything else you need?
Oddly polite?
Yeah.
No, I don't think just yet.
All right. Well, I will talk to you later. Thanks. Hang up.
Click.
Yeah, sometimes she's really nice. Like towards the end of it, like I think her and I were like getting along and at least on like the same page. But definitely a hard personality.
Yep. And I don't know if I trust her at all.
Why?
She wanted to know about the director, what he had said to me. And there's this feeling that I got, oh, fuck, badge. I was going to ask, or the camera. I was going to ask Jesse about the camera.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I mean, you could text or call him and ask him to come help. I don't know. I mean, I can stay away from him.
No, we need to deal with this exploding boy thing first anyway. Maybe after. He told me he thinks he can tell me who put the camera in my head.
And you think it's the author?
I don't know, but she definitely, my badge, when she gave me my badge, there was this weird feeling that I got that when I tried to interact with the camera in my head, felt the same way as when she had given me my badge. I don't know, it could be totally unrelated, could just be that it's similar technology, I don't know. But she also knew that I was in Iowa when I hadn't told her anything.
So she's watching us somehow.
Yeah. Is Jesse being watched?
He was pretty certain that he wasn't.
Okay.
But
well, I guess add it to another thing on our list.
yeah. At least the concert should be shut down, but we should head over there. I'm guessing Carl's probably already there. If we can get there before everything else shuts down, then we can still hopefully catch him before he leaves.
Do you know if the memories that you gave Jesse, are those permanent or temporary?
That'd probably be a Jonny question.
No, you rolled real high. I think they'd be permanent.
Well, I guess the question is, if we don't get your memories back and my memories start to fade, do they go away?
I mean, we're getting my memories back. I made you a promise.
Yeah, you're damn right. We should get moving.
I'll load up in Casey's car, and then the Sparks brothers take their car.
Yeah, we could do that.
Theo's going to leave her moped at dawnbreak. And then to clarify, so Theo was able to create something against falling asleep and something to allow us to see invisible thing? Question mark?
Was that? I don't remember you trying
I don't
to
remember
create
that.
something to see invisible things.
Just add that on there. You don't remember.
You can just add that as an extra order and maybe a side of fries
Well,
with
because
that.
I was asking about like if Theo can create something to, I don't know, stay awake. I don't know. I was afraid of like us being put to sleep or like being able to see something we can't see, like even though my body doesn't have a presence you can see. I don't know. I rolled a 9 on the magic thing.
Oh yeah, I remember. That was to have something to keep you from falling asleep. So you're all piling in, not Cosmo.
Yep. And then the Sparks Bros are going to take their Trans Am. What color is their Trans Am?
I literally don't know that I've ever thought about it.
I always imagined it as black, but
I think you might think that, but it's actually a very, very dark navy.
I think Mark's going to come up and be like, who can I go with?
Mark, you can ride with us. It's a van. There's plenty of seats.
You can sit on the back with Theo.
I think he just like straightens up his really ugly sweater and then like walks to the car.
It's also very much too big.
I imagine it like the sweaters that like in Harry Potter that Molly Weasley makes for her kids that are way too big and are not very attractive.
It's more like the sweaters that Mabel Pines wears in Gravity Falls.
Is this like you can't see my hands like long? Like it just doesn't fit like
Yeah, probably like up to the knuckles.
Hanging slightly off your collarbone.
I think that Theo will like give Casey, Kira, Mark like a little bit of this like sleeping thing. Theo has, do you ever see those like eyeshadow makeup ones that are just at the singular palette and it's like a little glass like kind of containery thing? I think she like divides up that and like in each individual like glass and gives us each one, and then when we like arrive there she would offer it to Nick and Tommy but not insist.
What is the consistency of it?
I'm imagining it's kind of like foundation where like you put it underneath your eyes, so kind of like Vicks in a way, like that kind of thing where like you put it under your eyes to keep you awake.
But is it powder or is it like...
It's like a cream.
Oh, it is a cream. Okay.
Like I think that Theo mixed like a bunch of different herbs, probably also some Vicks, and
You're saying we need to eat this?
No, you put it under your eyes.
Okay, I was like, gross.
Why do we have to keep putting things in our mouth?
That's different kind of magic than mine. Do you need me to roll drive?
Yes, roll act under pressure.
12.
So you get there just as a police perimeter is being set up around the Roy Wilkins Auditorium.
Is there a way in that hasn't been like cordoned off yet that we could try to sneak in?
Well, I still have my ears badge.
Well, I guess I got my badge too, but
no, you left yours at home, didn't you?
I did leave it at home. You're right.
So I can use mine. I mean, if these are just police officers.
And sorry, did we find out exactly what they were doing to close the thing down, or are they just closing it down?
Kira called ears to like stage a fake bomb to close down the event.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay. All right.
Police patrol cars fill the area. Uniformed cops are setting up police lines, blocking off streets. There's also an armored car. A bomb squad is showing up.
Theo's gonna go up to Nick and Tommy. I made some bomb to keep from falling asleep because I'm afraid of us being put under sleep. Do you want some, or I know you've got your own thing going on, so you can say no.
I think Nick will be like, we're good.
Okay.
But Tommy will be like, Jesus, Nick. Yeah, thank you. And he'll take some like I'm assuming like a little Carmex thing and be like, just put it on, idiot.
Yeah, it goes underneath your eyes. It keeps you from...
I know how to use it.
Okay. Theo will walk away. And...
Tommy will mouth the words, thank you.
My boyfriend's so cute, you guys.
Theo will walk away and I think like meet up and stand next to Mark.
The bomb squad's all getting out of the van and they're all going up to sort of get their orders from a like very well-built black man in just like a dress. But he kind of looks like Terry from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, honestly. He's got hair, but like tie, dress shirt, suspenders, very short cropped, black curly hair. And he's kind of pointing people around. He seems to be in charge.
I think, first of all, I want to turn to Mark and I want to say, can you find out where Carl is? Can you like do your thing where you like find the monsters or people, you know, where you just like tune in your mind?
I think Mark looks at you funny and like...
You know, your thing, the thing with your mind.
And then Mark turns around and he's like, I'm going to use my thing to find things.
Find people with my mind. The thing I do.
I mean, I don't know. What's it called, man?
And then I'm just going to be like... 14.
Wow.
Bazinga.
Do you want to find Carl or do you want to find Hestor?
Carl. he is the one that we need to get him to relinquish the deal.
So your first question gets to be, where is he? He's holed up in the green room, backstage, refusing to leave. You get 2 more questions from that list. Where is the creature right now? What is it planning to do right now? Who is it going to attack next? Who does it regard as the biggest threat? How can I attract its attention?
How can I attract its attention?
Play some click track songs.
Who is it going to attack next?
Who's Carl going to kill next? Yeah, his manager.
Who's Carl's manager?
Okay, so do you share all this with us, Mark, I assume?
Yes, I relay it to you guys. Because you're like, use your brain powers, and I'm like, yeah.
Can Kira roll read a bad situation and kind of scope out the place?
Sure.
Is Casey able to help out with that?
Yes.
10.
Well, that's nice, because I rolled double ones.
Oh, buddy.
So with your help out, it's a 6.
Oh, at least it's a high F.
Oh, no. Literally, if I would have rolled a 2, it would have been fine, but nope, double 1.
2 of you are walking around near the police tape, and you see the guy in the tie kind of like say something to one of the armored dudes, and he comes just marching right up to you. This guy in like with the bomb squad helmet and stuff. He's like, "Man, I'm gonna have to ask you to step back."
Oh, yeah. So I'm sorry. What's going on here?
We got a situation. You just return to your homes. Make sure stay safe. You just want to get as far away from here as you can.
Oh man, I'm so bummed. I was really looking forward to hearing Exploding Boy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not on duty right now, but is there anything I can do to help? I'm gonna take out my ears badge and flash it at him.
He's gonna look behind him, and he's gonna like nod his head over behind where there's like a van set that would be between him and the guy in the tie, and walk you over.
Wait, so what is he walking me to?
To be hidden from the main head cop.
Okay.
To talk to you.
Okay.
So why don't you tell me what's really going on in there?
How much do you know?
I know that when a badge like that gets flashed, it's not just criminals.
So you've been around the block? Seen some stuff? I'm trying to deduce if he's lying. Like, what's he doing?
He's not lying. I don't think he's not being like reverent. He's like, he knows something the other cops don't know.
Okay. Well, there's definitely something going on. Something unusual. I can't say much more because you don't have clearance.
Fuck you, I don't have clearance.
I mean, alright. Do you know how to take down a werewolf?
Do you know how to banish a demon?
I really want to walk up and be like, know how I got these eyes?
Oh my god, no, please don't.
I'm just imagining Mark walking up. Do you know how I had Casey throwing up my hand?
Yes, that happens.
Have you ever killed a vampire before?
Have you ever met the Invisible Family? Why don't you tell me what's going on in there?
Who are you?
My name's Jacob Horowitz. Mark, roll plus sharp.
I think Casey's gonna like stick her hand out kind of to him and be like, nice to meet you, Jacob. You have no idea who I am.
7.
The last name sounds familiar from a really controversial police shooting case from like almost 15 years ago.
So you want to know what's going on in there?
I want to know what my crew is walking into.
They're walking into an ogre. It's kind of like a disease. It'll infect people who are unprepared, unprotected. Can you get me and the rest of my team in there, and we're gonna stop this thing?
Roll manipulate someone.
It's
Before you answer, I just have like a real quick question.
it's okay. I think I know what you're gonna ask, but like it's a really solid 5. Lauren, you rubbed your double ones onto me, and I don't appreciate it.
I don't like the double 1. That expression sounds weird.
I think the other guy is gonna be like, the main cop is gonna come walking up and be like, Horowitz, told you to get these civilians out of here. What are you doing? Making friends now?
If Casey comes back,
I'm gonna try a little harder, I think.
I was gonna say we could maybe try to get up on the roof, sneak in that way.
Yeah.
Would it not be wise to do mental dominion over this guy and said, like, why haven't you gotten these guys in here yet? Instead of the opposite?
I mean, you could try.
You could sure try.
Yeah. So I think...
Roll well.
I think
one of us help you.
I think what I'm gonna say there is I'm just gonna like stop as he comes walking up and I'm not looking at him, and then I just kind of turn to him and I say, "Don't you mean get us in there?" And I'm gonna try and do my thing. 13.
Damn it.
And that should give him a reason.
Don't you get a second hold too if you roll like that well?
You get
hold on.
3.
Fuck yeah, give him 2 more orders.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Mark Clayton, that sweater is doing good for you.
Hell yeah, I am grounded as cement.
You're great.
And it's great.
And I'm great. Alright.
And we're great.
Sorry, what are the holds again?
You can basically give them a command.
You can give him 3 orders.
So like, let us in there would be 1.
First of all, get his troops out of there.
Okay.
Stand perimeter or something.
Yeah, stand the perimeter, but yeah, just out of the danger zone.
Yeah, I think at the moment you say that, he's gonna like he's got a walkie on his suspenders, and he's gonna be like, everybody out of the auditorium, hold perimeter. Repeat, stay on the exterior.
After I say that first thing, I'm gonna look over and just be like, and I want your team to hold the perimeter. And
you'll hear another voice on the other end of the line be like, are you serious, Sarge?
What else would be good to ask or to command?
Maybe like when they're like falling back, can they bring the manager, Exploding Boy's manager, out with them?
Well, have they found him?
yeah, but what if they get caught or by this thing or infected by this thing? And the infected have guns.
I think it's probably better for them to get out and out of harm's way.
Yeah.
Than get infected.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want the last order to be like keep or refuse anybody else aside from the 6 of us
Entrance.
from going in?
Or a special unit. We're the bomb squad.
The CS is here.
The counter strike?
The cover story.
The best friend squad?
It's up to you, Mark Clayton.
I'm not going to be mean about it. I'll just be like, we'll give the order when it's safe to come in. We might need you to help restrain some people.
Ooh.
Okay, so let us in, get your people out.
Ooh, that could be... Honestly, that could be a good one to, like, arrest him.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
yeah.
Is like whatever is going down, like,
Yeah.
we'll need the support.
Yeah, that might be good because Carl has done some bad shit. He should go to jail.
We are cops now.
I've been a cop. I am a cop. What is Jacob's reaction to this?
He's, wary.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like I'm doing this in front of him for a purpose, like showing off that we have the abilities.
I think Casey's gonna like say to Jacob, like, it's okay. He's with me, and so are they. And I think Casey's gonna wave over Tommy, Nick, Kira, and Theo.
Ooh. When we go in, can I look back and wink at him with my fire eyes?
Remember how we talked about having like a stealthy cool?
Oh, but that is like stealthy cool. We just like slip by him, and then I'm just like, oh, by the way, wink. Sorry.
John
Okay.
Wonder.
I do think that maybe like because he's met the individual family, I'm a little bit weary as well, I guess. Wary. that I think Casey's gonna tell him, like, we've got this handled. Stay out here.
All right, let's head in and find this green room.
Hey there, monsters. It's me, Jonny, your keeper of monsters and mysteries. Or if you ask my players, it's Jonny, the worst man alive. Just popping in to say exactly two things. The first is that we'd love to hear from you. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at Monsters Playbook, and on Twitter at Monster Playbook, because of Twitter. And if you want to email us, that's monstersplaybook@gmail.com. The second thing is to bring your attention to another great Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Meet $2 Creature Feature, a carnival of horrific delights. They're just starting their second season, so it's the perfect time to jump in. Or if you're looking for something to binge, that is a service they can provide. Check them out.
Grab some popcorn and find your seats. Monster of the Week Actual Play Podcast $2 Creature Feature returns for Season 2 on February 22nd. This season, we'll see a whole new crew of hunters confronting the mysteries at the heart of the town of Jupiter Hollow.
I'm Megan Murphy. I'm playing Zelda Wardwell, the Flake. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to protect people too. That's like what heroes do.
I'm Nielder, playing Eric Ashrin, the Crooked. Let's just say I don't ask questions that involve textbooks. I ask questions that involve cash.
I'm Laura McMillan, and I'm playing Tammy Jo Marple, your hometown home finder. I'm here to make deals with the good people of Jupiter Hollow, but I already made a deal of my own. Tammy Jo is the Monstrous.
And I'm Mr. Ray. I play everything that tries to kill these people. And if you enjoyed our first season, you ain't seen nothing yet.
New episodes every other Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get our show.
Follow along with their adventures wherever you're listening to this, or follow along on Twitter or Instagram at $2 Creature. That's the number $2 Creature, all one word. And now, back to our show.
So what's like our game plan? Like, as we're like walking in, like, what do we want to do? Like, we need to get him to relinquish, Exploding Boy needs to relinquish whatever he was given. But I don't know, I'm under the impression that he really wants what he has. So how do we convince him to give it up?
I mean, Casey's game plan is always the same. But
killing him will break the deal. Is that what your game plan?
Is there some sort of like bait and switch that we could do on him? Like,
kind of want to do like a Ebenezer Scrooge, like the ghost of Christmas past, and be and try to
Jacob Gruder.
I mean, I could go incorporeal,
make it appear like we're like his spirit or something, and see if that could convince him to give it up what he did.
Do we want to like lie and tell him that like the spell that he tried to do, like, it didn't work, or if he didn't do it correctly, by showing him that guy?
I could go incorporeal with my wings and everything and be like, you don't know what I've become now. And like freak him the fuck out.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, do we think that's the best course of action, to try to like impersonate Jacob and see if that would get him to like feel some sort of remorse and like want to give up? I don't know if that's something that he would do. I don't really know this Carl guy, if that's like something that he would even give a fuck about. But I mean, they were collaborators. They were supposed to be friends.
Would Theo be able to observe the green room?
Sure.
Okay, just because as a practitioner I can observe a place.
Yep. Why don't you roll it?
10.
So he's in the green room and he's pacing, and you can hear, well, not hear, like feel as though there's the vibration, someone pounding on the other end of the door, that he's got it like barricaded with a chair. And he's walking around furious. He's dressed crazy hip, like with a huge jacket, like streetwear, and really tight white pants.
So, Macklemore.
More or less, yeah. I think he's shaved all his head except for like one curly burst in the front.
Ew.
And then he's got like circular sunglasses on the bridge of his nose. Finally, he sort of snaps and throws the chair away from the door, hurls the door open, and in falls a like accountant-looking guy with a mid-range gray suit. And the guy inside the green room picks him up and starts punching him in the face over and over and over.
Carl is punching him in the face?
Yep.
Okay, we should hurry. So what we're going to try to do to make some sort of impression of click track of Jacob Gruder. I can maybe try to convince him that...
Can I stream it in his mind?
I mean, probably.
I mean, I was wondering, does Kira want to, like, transform Mark into Jacob Gruder, and then Mark, go through the walls as him, and the rest of us can, kind of wait
That's a
as
good plan.
backup. And I think, worst case, try to restrain him. I think Casey's gonna maybe turn to Theo and Nick and ask, is there anything that we need to... Casey might know this, but is there anything that we need to, restrain him from doing a spell? Prevent him from using his hands, prevent him from speaking?
Roll a bad situation.
When you're doing all of this, I think Mark looks at you and he's very concerned about well, what do I do? Do I act as though I'm ooh?
And Casey, subtract 2.
Wait, I was gonna ask, are you having Theo roll or Casey roll?
I was assuming
because Casey was asking Nick, and Casey's asking Nick and Theo as the spellcasters. Hey, in casting a spell, is there anything that you should prevent them from actually casting out the spell, speaking or using their hands, or...
And I'm having Casey roll it, and I'm having you subtract 2.
11. No. Yes, 11.
Seriously? Jeebus.
Yeah, I rolled 2 5s and I have a 3.
Damn.
So yeah, apparently, I think it would be using his hands would be the main thing to watch out for. Also, try not to give him access to any dead bodies, because that could be incredibly dangerous. And you're going to want to not kill him until he negates the deal. Otherwise, Hester just gets to run free. Oh, I want you guys to kill him so bad now.
No! Do not kill.
I mean, Casey does not want to know. Okay.
Don't let Casey
so
near
I
him,
think...
because he's got so many points against you.
Okay, so I think that this is what I'm thinking. I think that Mark should try and impersonate Click Trap. Right?
Click Track.
Whatever. Click whatever. Jacob.
Click Trap.
Impersonate Jacob Gruder. Go incorporeal through the wall. Try to convince him to undo the contract that he did. And then I think, depending on how things play out, try to restrain him.
I could try to also, if Mark isn't unable to convince him that way, I could try to negotiate with him, perhaps.
I mean, the other thing is, Theo might be able to reconnect with Hester.
I don't know if that's a great idea if Theo's voicing this out loud.
I mean, to get the creature here to deal with this contract with Carl.
Let's try it the first way with Mark impersonating Jacob Gruder, and I think the play is that he's never gonna get the level of fame. He's always gonna keep wanting more, but there's nothing that no matter how much fame you're gonna get, you're not gonna be able to run away from what you did.
I think that Mark should play up the there's always a bad side to magic, and I think that Mark should use his eyes.
Yeah.
To convince
Scare him. Mark, I'm sure Mark will come up with something.
that or to tell him I don't know, I am in hell or there and it's not good.
You'll come up with something.
You can do it, Mark.
And then if it starts to go south, we'll come in and we'll plan B.
Mark, do you have any protection?
I mean,
Like, what's your armor?
I got this sweater.
Okay, what's your armor?
He's got the bracelet.
I got the bracelet.
Also, where is Hestor? Is he in that same room?
How would you know?
We don't know.
Mark, can you tell?
Can I tell?
Why don't you roll tune in?
Because that might be the other thing. If he's...
Hold on. If I roll badly on this and he finds out that we're...
It's fine.
That's a good point, Mark Clayton.
I don't know.
Why don't you just try not to miss?
Shazam. 9.
Okay. You get one question.
Where is he?
He's at the hotel restaurant. And he's at the Excel. And he's
everywhere.
Fuck.
He's at Radio K. And he's at a couple of different Kowalskis. Mostly he's at the Excel.
Question.
I relay this to you
Should we
guys.
touch Carl? Because isn't that how the disease gets spread?
Johnny's
the look on Johnny's
like,
face.
you keep pulling the shit out.
I mean, that's what we saw in the vision was this thing like reaching into your mouth, and that's how it infected you. Has anybody gone to the bathroom yet today? Do you remember?
The thing that Nick gave us or told us to do. I think Theo's gonna be like, what?
It's like a type of spell, you know, like where you protect yourself, and as long as you don't, if you keep it in, nothing else can get in.
Wait, who? Theo's gonna look at Nick.
I am aware that I did that to myself.
You're like, I did this to myself.
Doesn't make it okay. Bump. Go to jail.
Theo's looking at Nick. What kind of spell did you put on them?
A protection spell.
That they can't go to the bathroom for?
It's temporary, Theo.
I'm gonna make a note to make you all protection bracelets. That way, you can go to the bathroom as much as you want.
Can we stop talking about the bathroom?
Yeah. I think that Theo will, like, touch Mark's hand. Be careful in there.
I'm going to require you to roll first plus sharp.
Okay.
To see what you could glean from Mark's limited contact with him.
Well, I also did look him up when I was doing like the Reddit search and everything. I rolled an 11.
Okay. Now roll use magic to try and make Mark look like that.
Don't turn me into a frog, please.
No. Do.
8.
Pick a glitch.
Kira will take 1 harm. I think with Kira, she's probably doing like some sort of blood magic to literally change how you look. She's like changing you down to like your molecular level. And I think it hurts her.
Like it literally takes a lot of blood. Okay.
I feel my face. I hold up my phone and I look in it. Do I have flaming eyes still?
Or is it more like he could do it at will or something?
You still have flaming eyes.
Okay. I was going to have a moment of like, oh, I remember these.
Aw, no eyes. Still flame eyes for you.
So I go incorporeal.
Okay. And then what?
And then, is there like a sewer system or something like that? I want to kind of come up through the floor. If not, I can just go through the walls.
There's defo a basement. It would be act under pressure to try to get to be under where you want to be because you're not super familiar with the layout of the building and you're much less familiar with the layout of the basement as concerns the layout of the building.
7.
I'm extremely pleased by that roll, Mark Clayton. Oh boy.
He's back on track, guys.
Gotcha. So you come floating up from the floor.
And I do want to say that I think we would like at least Kira would, I don't know about the rest of you, like try to approach so that we can like come in if we need to.
Why don't you roll act under pressure as well then?
Things are about to get harder.
All of us?
Why don't Casey roll help out and subtract 3?
I rolled a 9.
Can I intuit what you're doing with that pencil, Casey Davis?
Well, I had to take off the 3 that you used against me. But then I also had to mark experience because I rolled a 5.
Okay. So you guys like kind of sneak up towards the door. You get about like you go in and then there's this big long hallway and then to the right is where the lobby would be. It's completely empty. And so you kind of go a sneak in. You don't quite get close enough to Mark for this next part. Mark, you come rising up from below and you are in the like standing room general admission area. The first thing that you notice is like only because the house lights are up can you see like a dim, I guess, etching in the floor. Like there's been a huge circle and a bunch of symbols painted almost in the same color as the floor, but not quite. The second thing you notice is that you're perfectly satisfied to remain inside that circle.
Meaning that I am...
Well, you don't want to leave.
Can I try breaking one of the lines?
You don't want to... Why would you do that?
Can I reach out to Kira and Casey?
Sure.
I'm in a trap. There's a circle.
Where are you?
And I'm quite comfortable where I'm at.
I adore this kind of trap.
This is a whole Dean and Sam trap.
I stole it from a book that I read in like 8th grade.
That's awesome.
Mark, where are you?
I'm... I think... Well, the house lights are up.
You're like in front of what would be the stage. Like all around you is there's like this balconies where there's seats and stuff, but like on this concrete floor where there would be standing room only.
And there's just kind of a subtle, like it was almost burned and etched or whatever into the ground, transmutation circle.
I think Casey's gonna look over to Kira. Did you hear that?
Yep.
Hear what?
Theo.
Mark is trapped.
Does Mark send us like an image of what this looks like? The symbols that he's seeing?
I think I would try to. Am I allowed to?
Do you want to ask permission first, Mark?
I think I have to.
I would like to, if you're sharing them, I think I would like to roll and see if I recognize these from like my dark past, maybe.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Theo's also gonna ask like, how is he trapped? What does it look like? I think that Casey and Kira. Casey's gonna be like, circles.
Yeah, Theo roll investigate a mystery. Kira roll dark past.
I think, can I roll investigate a mystery too to see if anything is watching me?
Sure. Yeah.
I hate when he... Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Why couldn't you do that? Absolutely, you can do that. Yeah.
9.
Yeah, something's watching you.
Where do I see it? Or
you
I
don't.
Just sense it? I just sense it.
You just know that something's watching you.
I rolled an 8 for dark past.
Ask one question from the list, Kira Ashwood.
What black magic do I know that could help here?
I know exactly what dark black magic you have that can help here. You have mental dominion.
Oh, okay. How would my mental dominion work? Do I have to...
You know exactly how mental dominion works.
Well, I know how it works, but does that mean I have to talk to the person who made this thing to break it, or?
That's a good question. Theo,
Okay, cool. Just get bent.
Best friends, bitter rivals.
Theo rolled an 11 for investigative mystery.
Okay. Theo, this is two circles stacked on top of each other. You can tell that some of them don't. Yeah, it's sort of a cousin of blood magic, and you can tell that it's two circles stacked on top of each other. And I can give you one more freebie if you want, but then you'd only get one question.
Yeah, so I know with an 11 I get 2 holds, so I was gonna ask, like, what kind of spell trap is it?
Formally, it's known as like a ambition ward. It literally saps the will of the person inside from leaving. It doesn't physically prevent them in any way, but it mutes the desire to exit.
Can my last question be, what was it gonna do to whoever gets trapped inside that circle?
Will you roll manipulate someone on me? Because I can be very nice or I can be very mean.
That's gonna be an 8.
Okay. I'll be nice to Theo, but I'm going to be very mean to Casey.
Rude.
The answer to the question, what was it going to do to the people inside, is keep them there. That's literally what this thing is and does. And I'm not going to make that count against your hold because that's just what it does. So you can still get one more question because I'm being very nice to Theo.
Jonny, would you let Theo ask what is being concealed here? Like, can she know the answer to that?
I can tell you what the other transmutation circle is.
There's 2 there?
Yeah, stacked on top of each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me what the other circle is.
It opens a door.
Jesus, that was loud.
Sorry. I don't even know what noise that was. It was like a velociraptor.
Where does it open a door to? Does it open a door to there?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh. Okay.
I think that Theo, she's gonna relay this information to the rest of the group. I think the last part, when I feel like she's like kind of zoning out and trying to get a sense of like what's going on around Mark, and that she's gonna kind of blink out of it and look to Casey and Kira and Tommy and Nick. There's a pattern there that opens a door and opens to there. We gotta get him out of there.
And you said specifically it's mental dominion, right? Not Mark, like what Mark can do is what is the black magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can you not do that?
Well, I guess it's up to your discretion. I used to be able to, I can do Dark Negotiator. I used to, when I first created Kira, I had mental dominion, but when I leveled up to the Chosen, I got rid of it. And I know we had talked about it that canonically, I think she does have that ability, but she doesn't use it because of what she did when she was in the cult when she had it.
It's complicated.
Well, then my answer stands.
So to be clear, Jonny, are you saying that Kira could use it in this one instance if she wanted to? If she decided to?
I'm saying that's the black magic that you know about. I do think if you try to use it, there might be trouble. But you could use it.
I think I have an idea specifically what sort of thing would actually happen if she did that.
Remember that whole thing about protecting ourselves?
Yeah, quite. Yeah. Can I connect with Mark? Mark, do you see anything? Anything that you can use your eye shit on?
Something is watching me. I don't know where from. I don't know what the circle is. Oh wait, but you told me what it was. Sorry.
You can use your mental dominion stuff on this thing. That might get you out of there. Can you try to coax it out, whatever it is?
Do I have the will to be able to do that?
Sorry, I was thinking of something else. What are you trying to do?
Do mental dominion over this thing that has control of me?
Can Mark do that while he's in
I
the
don't think
circle?
that works.
It's not a
on
normal person.
Monster. Yeah. Where's Dockers?
With Theo.
Can I reach out to Dockers?
Sure. Theo, Mark is standing inside your head.
This is really uncomfortable. I think Theo gets actually really self-conscious. Because inside her head's not pretty.
Oh, no. I cleaned up a little.
What does it look like?
So...
It looks like...
No.
Okay,
I changed it from what I had said before after having written about Theo.
What I want you to do is just describe for me like the general vibe of it and what the floor looks like, because Dockers did clean up a little.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, you're standing in a very, very big Greek and like cream-colored library. Like the floor would be like polished clean. There would be shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves of books and scrolls. There would be Greek statues and busts. There'd probably be like some tables and chairs, as well as like some comfy like chairs,
And they are all hastily draped with big white sheets.
Aww, cute. Mark, what are you doing?
I need Dockers now.
Ask nice much?
I've got an idea. Dockers, I will get you as much drugs as...
I'll manipulate someone.
Wait, me?
Yes.
Did you say manipulate someone?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Are you sure you said that?
Let me answer that question with a question.
No, I asked you first.
This is totally unrelated, so like it's not gonna matter kind of who did what first. But
are you sure?
What'd you roll?
So Jonny, we're friends, right? Like,
who's Jonny?
Oh fuck.
So you know how like if you take the number 4 and you divide it by 2.
Oh, you rolled a 2?
You got a 2?
Oh man. Yep, that's bad.
Answer the question, Mark Clayton.
I got it 2.
I think Kira's just gonna go to the doorway and not walk in.
I think Dockers is gonna cross his arms. He's gonna cross his arms, and you're going to notice that he is dressed even better than the last time you saw him, and likely sober. He's gonna be like, "No, I'm good here, man."
I'm gonna have Kira go to the doorway. She's just gonna go up, not go into the circle. Kira. And I want to, with Dark Negotiator, yell out, "Come out wherever the fuck you are."
Casey Davis. Something is sailing through the air towards you.
Oh no.
And it buries itself in your thigh.
No, it doesn't. I'm gonna spend a hold.
Oh!
All right.
I love that catch she just made. God damn. No, it isn't.
All right. Kira, you see something out of the corner of your eye. You can tell that it's sailing.
Walking up, and then I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
Spidey sense.
Yeah, I think like Casey would have like walked to the doorway and be like, Kira, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing a...
Remember, we're supposed to talk.
Yeah, I can help, Mark. What the fuck is that?
I like the idea of you just like you're like so pissed off that you're just like you just grab this thing out of air, just like ching.
What was it that was coming towards
A makeshift javelin carved out of a hockey stick.
What the fuck?
And from the direction it came, there's like a dozen and a half normal looking ass people charging towards you.
Do I get to roll or anything for this thing that I was trying to talk to?
What were you trying to talk to? You're trying to talk to whatever the thing is?
That was controlling this circle.
You were trying to do that, and then the thing came and almost hit Casey, and that's where you're at now.
Okay.
You can go try to talk to it, but then that's going to let these people come rushing towards you unimpeded.
I think that Theo, if she could, I think she would, in her mind palace, would look between Dockers and Mark. I'm sorry, Mark, but we don't have time for this. And like pushes Mark out of her brain.
Can I try and stop that?
And then gives Dockers a new joint.
Can I try and stop that?
I want both Theo and Mark to roll use magic. Contested roll.
Messy. 7. Fuck.
10.
Damn it.
Mark, you are pushed out.
Damn it. No.
Theo wants to do the same thing that she did at Kira's house.
Okay, 1 second.
With
because
Dockers.
Mark, you are thrust back into your body, and the first thing that you can see is like sitting on the edge of the desk. It's Carl Rathke. And he's like dangling a half-drunk bottle of tequila off his knees.
I think Kira's gonna brush past these people.
Theo's gonna try and cover you with putting him to sleep.
Roll manipulate someone, Theo.
Oh, Dockers?
Yeah.
Oh, come
He's
on,
gonna be
buddy.
like, oh, no, I'm good.
You don't want to get high like I'm offering him a joint. Especially new one.
I've actually been like sleeping really well, and like
I need him to take over my body so that my body is controlled by not my soul.
11.
Okay. All right. For you. Now it's going to be a use magic roll.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. Pick a glitch.
I'm going to say that the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, because hopefully it's another wall of smoke.
It is. It's not as thick as before, so you can still see through it. It's also like more people. Mark, what do you... I think Carl's just staring at you. Maybe trying to figure you out.
Can I spark his tequila bottle?
Spark it?
Yeah, it's alcohol.
Molotov cocktail.
Roll use magic.
Oh, but wait. This better not blow up in his face and kill him. It wouldn't. It can't. It might.
Don't
Fuck.
miss.
Don't kill him.
11.
Mark, you are going to hear something behind Exploding Boy just go, "Ah," and then on all fours is going to be running this dude in a bloody, tattered gray suit. He's going to run around the circle and past you and out into the other room, and he's going to head straight towards Theo.
Kira, you wanted to do something.
Yeah, I wanted to try to push past these people so that I can talk to Carl.
I am going to need you guys to remain in control of the Sparks Bros for this combat. Don't forget that they're there.
Yep. I'll roll for Tommy.
Casey. I think Casey, Tommy, and Nick are hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
At least. Because Casey doesn't know what to do. I don't know what to do with Casey.
Yeah, take out these people. I think I can appeal to Carl and get him to release Mark.
The four in the front are going to just like drop and sort of drag on their faces. And the other ones are still... Some are slowing down, but a bunch of them are still headed towards you.
Do you say that? Do you say that to Casey? Like, to take out these people?
Don't take them out permanently, just to be clear. Goodness gracious, Casey Davis. That needs to be on a t-shirt.
We get to kill people
that
now?
needs to be on a t-shirt. Goodness gracious, Casey Davis.
I want in the TV show version of this for Casey to just fully square up with the thing and to be about to pull the trigger, and then Nick knocks it away. Just like, hey, they're alive.
I mean,
I meant knock them out, not take them out. Okay. So, yeah, I want Kira to go towards this. I want to go into the door. Is the circle that Mark is in, like, right in the doorway, or where is the circle?
Okay, so you're coming in underneath the balcony at stage right. And so you go in, and there's, like, bars half set up on your left, and then on your right, it opens up into this auditorium. And you can see Mark inside this circle that you can faintly see. And then you can see this guy sitting on the edge of the stage in a very unfashionable jacket and hairstyle, holding a bottle that explodes in his hand.
I think Mark laughs at that.
Now, is there in front of me, are there these people? Like, do I have to slip around them, or are they all, like, preoccupied with everybody else?
All the people are coming from the other direction. All the people are coming down the hallway towards the lobby.
From like behind us?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well then in that case, yeah, I want to get up towards where Carl is.
You will have to push past the feral suit man who's headed towards Theo.
Is he like, you said he was like on all fours?
Yep.
Kira's just gonna take her wings out, go over him.
Okay.
Just gonna
We'll act under pressure.
Bound over him. Act under pressure. That is a 12 advanced move.
Damn.
Okay, you bound right over him. You maybe like hop off his head and knock him into the ground a little bit. So whoever wants to try to protect Theo is gonna get +1.
Can I put a flame barrier around her?
No.
Bye, Theo.
Is Theo able to protect Theo and get that +1?
Theo can roll kick some ass.
Or Tommy will cover you.
Well, so, because in my head I'm picturing like a theater auditorium, but like there's no chairs, right? It's just a floor.
Not on this level.
Okay.
It's the mosh pit area.
And the people are coming in from behind us from the lobby?
This guy is coming at you from inside the theater, and then the other people are coming at you down a hall towards the lobby. Yeah. Down the hall that connects to the XL.
Okay. What I was going to do is Casey was gonna like break off to take on the like horde of people and send Nick after Theo. Like, Nick, cover Theo. And then like Tommy and Casey going and dealing with these people.
That'll be a manipulate someone roll.
Okay.
And you know what I'm gonna have you do?
No, I know. You're gonna say that's gonna be great and everything.
Well, we'll see if it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. What's
because
up?
you're gonna subtract 3 from it.
Okay. 8. I kind of like this idea that whatever you're gonna have Nick do or say, that Theo like says like, I can cover myself.
I think Nick's gonna say, better idea. You cover the witch, I'll go with my brother. And then he runs off.
God, these fucking Spark Brothers. Casey's going to take a shot at this person. That's bounding towards Theo.
Okay. Roll kick some ass.
That's gonna be a 7. Is it considered an ambush or no?
No. What are you shooting with?
My sniper rifle.
Okay.
So that's 4 harm, but I also get precise strike.
Why don't you roll that?
I'm gonna kill him.
I'm gonna protect Theo. 9.
And what does that imply?
So it's gonna be a total. It's gonna be a total of 5 harm.
Take him. You take your shot. I think you, like, from the angle that he's at, you get him in the neck, which like goes down through most of his torso, including his heart. And then he like slides, and there's a blood stain behind him.
Sexy. Cool.
And you have killed Exploding Boy's manager.
But Exploding Boy was supposed to do that. Can Theo use like a force of wind to push and knock Mark out of the circle?
Not from here.
As Kira rolls and bounds over this guy that is now dead, I want her to land in front of Carl.
One thing first, I do think that when the gun went off and it went through the guy, I think Theo went, ah!
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. Kira wants to bound over and land in front of Exploding Boy.
Yeah, and I think this thing had just exploded in his hand.
The stage, I also want to point out, is, I think, all set up for his concert. There's, like, keyboards and synthesizers all over the place. And he's going to run towards one.
Kira, can she yell at him, oh, no, you don't. You and I are going to talk. And I want her to, if she can, roll Dark Negotiator to get him to stop. Look at her.
Roll manipulate someone.
13. Advanced move.
So he'll stop and back up to one of his keyboards and just be like, I don't like to talk.
Let me guess, you like playing your fucking keyboards? Guess what? You suck. I've heard your songs. They're trash.
That's not what Spotify thinks.
Yeah, and
50 million Exploding Boy fans can't be wrong.
And how'd you get that to happen? By making some sort of deal with some sort of demon from there? I don't think it's your talent, bud.
You want to talk about demons, ends and means and all that. What matters is I'm here, and you're whatever you are.
Yeah. Speaking of, and I want Kira to look him in his eyes. I want her to use mental dominion. Let him out of that circle right the fuck now.
Roll it.
As that's happening, I think Theo's gonna turn to Casey and like hiss at her and tell her like, get that dead body out of here. And Casey's gonna run and try and get the dead body out of here. And then Theo's gonna go and try and help, I guess, Mark and Kira.
Okay.
It's plus charm, right, for mental dominion?
Yep.
11.
I think his eyes will flash blue for just a second, and then he'll grin very wide and say, tell him yourself. You get him out of there. You know a thing or two about deals, don't you? Don't you act all high and mighty with me just because you can float.
What did your deal cost you? Your friend? And I point to Mark, who still looks like Jacob. Was it worth it?
Of course it was worth it. Look at me. He'll throw out his arms and his huge stupid coat flaps behind him. I'm exploding, boy. I'm blowing up.
You're an idiot.
He's gonna point with his fingers at Mark and be like, and he's a liar.
No. He's free. And I think Kira turns to him and she says, Mark, come out.
Roll it.
10.
Mark, you walk out of the circle. And you don't know why you did that. You didn't want to, but you have.
I think you can see tears in Kira's eyes.
I think Theo like runs up to Mark and like grabs him like, are you okay? Are you fine? And like is just looking him over. Making sure he's okay. Although I guess it's kind of hard because you don't look like Mark.
He's got his eyes.
And are my eyes showing or not?
You got the sunglasses up, I assume. But you like go to like check him and your hand goes through him because he's still incorporeal.
I just kind of like, I leave the circle and just kind of chuckle a little bit and be like, and then I get serious. And then I'm like, I'm not fine until we deal with this guy.
Right.
Destroy your piano. I still have 2 more holds on him. Well, this will be my second one.
Okay. Yeah, he'll turn around and just kick the big one over and it like crashes. And then I think he has to like run over and jump on it a couple of times.
How many views, listens, playthroughs on Spotify is gonna be enough? Will you ever be satisfied? Will you ever be satiated?
Big sister is getting scary.
Oh, Kira.
Because Theo's there and she's never seen this side of Kira. Oh, fuck off,
Oh, sweet little Theo. I do want to point out, Casey, that the Sparks brothers have run into battle with these people and they're getting surrounded. Just saying.
Can Tommy transform into wolf form? How many of the people are there that they're fighting against?
I think left, there's a dozen.
Okay, so yeah, I want Tommy to transform into wolf form, and I think I want, with like whatever ones are close to him, I want him to like maybe bash one against the wall to like knock him out.
Okay, roll kick some ass.
I want Casey to like throw this dead buddy like out into like the lobby. So that it's oops. Ooh. So that it's out of Exploding Boy's reach. Because Theo was just like, yeah, you know, don't
get it out of here.
Bodies.
Got it.
But then Casey's gonna run up to like the Sparks brothers, and I think that Casey's gonna start like just punching some people with her brass knuckles, but then also with like her Glock shooting them in the leg.
Okay, Casey roll kick some ass as well.
Tommy rolled an 11.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think he would either like bash them against the wall or do like a thing where like he like honestly like takes their like back by the back of the neck and like on pressure points and like knocks them out and passes them out.
Okay.
Like a fucking
like a mama cat.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 9, and I want Casey to at least run up and be like, "Oh, I've got this handled, huh? Like, you take care of the witch." Like, shooting it, like, at Nick like a fucking glare, and, like, taking a shot and hitting some people.
He's gonna give you an equally shitty look and then be like, duck.
Casey will duck.
And then like flip his shotgun around and swing it over your head and slam it against somebody who is coming from behind you.
Okay.
I did have it.
I see that. That was cool. Casey's gonna take out her shotgun and do the same.
All right. I think in the fullness of time, you are gonna be taking some punches from these guys with that roll. So you will take 2 harm. But I think you have armor.
I have Berserker. I also have armor.
Then that's what happens.
Okay, Theo, if she can, I think she wants to take out. She has a pocket knife, and try and scratch out these ruins, break them, mess them up.
Okay. Roll act under pressure to see how fast you can do that.
I rolled 11.
Okay. So you said about doing that. Kira, you asked him when it's gonna be enough. He's gonna say. You don't understand this industry, do you? The answer is always more. You think this is about being satisfied?
What is it about then?
You think I'd tear a hole to hell to slake my thirst?
What's it about?
I'm gonna change the fucking world.
With your shitty ass lyrics? What are you talking about?
Do you know who Max Martin is?
Nope.
He's a Swedish songwriter. He's the reason pop music sounds the way it does today. In 10 years, I'm gonna be bigger than Max Martin. Everything will trace itself back to me. I'm gonna be the genesis for a new kind of goddamn pop music. All that matters is the plays, kid.
I don't know how to break it to you, but I think you're a little delusional. Your shit sucks. Nobody likes your shit because you're some fucking patron of the arts. You're a fucking has-been. And I think you know it, don't you?
Oh, I just got a dark thought. Ooh.
Well, I'm desperate to know this dark thought, Mark Clayton.
So he's a vocalist and stuff like that?
Yup.
I'm going to hell. Making him burn his vocal cords. He can't talk anymore.
Why don't you roll use magic?
Oh. Oofta.
Be careful.
9.
Pick a glitch.
Take 1 harm.
Okay. I think you do it a little bit to yourself, too. You burn your throat.
Mark sounds like he's going through puberty.
An exploding boy looks like he's spitting fire. And he's like, what the fuck did you do to me? What the fuck?
I think Kira, is he kind of like hunched over, like in pain right now?
Yeah.
I think Kira gets like down on his level. What could be worth this?
I think Mark is just looking at his fingernails. Like,
I feel like Theo's like glancing up at them as she's frantically like trying to like break this thing. And she's confused.
Get rid of the deal, Carl.
Casey. Roll kick some ass for me, please. And subtract 4.
I think Mark is going to laugh and just be like, that's just the beginning.
10.
God damn it.
Dang.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Nice.
All right. Fair enough. One of these things is going to go for your mouth, but you're going to grab it and break the arm with your brass knuckles.
Tommy will take on another one of these things.
We'll see about that. Why don't you roll kick some ass for him?
Do you want me to roll some kick some ass for Nick?
Sure.
A 10 for Tommy.
13 for Nick.
Nice.
Okay. All right. I think they're taking some hits, but I don't think it matters.
What a trio we make. Actually, I think that Casey's avoiding Tommy.
Probably.
Like she's she's hitting and whatever, but she's trying to stay a little bit farther away
That
from him.
sounds right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kira.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, also, I'm just noticing here, Mark experience for that mental dominion. Because that's a thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be a little bit excruciating to watch. but you can use the last hold of your mental dominion to make him like fighting his own muscles. Reach into his jacket and pull out like I want it to be like a really old looking kind of carved piece of driftwood that's like in a long rectangle. The sort of top 2/3 are like inscribed, like carved with runes, and then the bottom third has, well, it looks like he with his finger in blood made a circle and a fuse, so it looks like a cherry bomb. Yeah, against his will, he will bite his thumb so it bleeds and like cross it out, and then you can see just like in the center of the circle that you're scraping out, Theo, you can see the like just the line art of what would be Hestor screaming. You can't hear it, but you know that's what he's doing. Casey, Nick, and Tommy, all the people you're fighting suddenly look very confused, but you don't know enough to stop fighting them.
Oh, come on. Can Casey roll sharp?
It just suddenly gets a lot easier to take them out. Casey, roll plus sharp. Why not?
I'm good at reading
Just
people.
knocking them out now.
Is it just me?
Oh,
Oh, and you did it all by yourself.
fuck. That's a 6.
So I think as you're fighting these guys, Nick will say, "Is it just me? Or is this getting easier?" And Casey will say, "Less talking, more hitting." And continue beating the shit.
Tommy notice?
Tommy has to notice.
I think he's got
in his
got wolf
form.
rage.
Yeah, okay.
He just is
Okay. Oh no.
whomping people.
Okay, well, I think after that happens, so does Carl, like, is Hestor, like, gone? Like, he's banished?
He's just like flickering in and out of view, and then he just kind of crumple, and then shoop.
Okay, I think when that happens, then Kira kind of puts her hands up to her head, and she walks back, and she slumps against a wall.
There wouldn't be a wall. You will slump against one of Exploding Boy's synthesizers.
Against one of his synthesizers. She's crouched down, and she's holding her head, and she has this really far away look, and she's sitting in a fetal position right now.
I think you'll hear a voice in your head, Kira, go, "You did it, didn't you?" But I think she'll be fine in a second.
Can Theo open her third eye and read a bad situation on Kira?
Yeah, roll read a bad situation.
Can I help out?
Why don't you roll read a bad situation too, Mark?
12.
What'd you roll, Theo?
14.
God damn.
I did double 6s.
I think both of you can tell that Kira's not herself. Casey, all the people you were fighting are now unconscious. Tommy is maybe reverting back to his human form.
Can Casey see Kira on stage?
Not from here. You'd have to run back in, which I assume you do.
Yeah, Casey runs back in. Can I now see Kira on the stage?
You can see Kira.
Okay. I think that Casey's gonna run to Kira. She looks hurt. Bend down, get down, like on the floor, crouch in front of her. Hey, are you okay? Kira. And like grab her shoulder, shake her a little bit.
What does this sweater that I'm wearing do?
Grounds you as Mark.
Specifically me?
Yes. The point of it, remember, was to keep you from forgetting the Mark part of you.
Kira shakes her head, kind of shrugs off your hand, I think, Casey.
Whoa. Okay.
And she stands. I'm fine.
Is that a lie?
Yes.
What's wrong? Casey stands up and meets your eyes. You're not fine.
I don't think I need to tell you.
And I imagine Kira walk past Casey.
Yep. She's walking out the door.
Just hops down off the stage and strolls on out.
Do I notice anything magic about her, or like any sign of oddness?
No more magic than usual.
I think Casey's gonna turn. Hey, where are you going?
Tommy and Nick will jog into the room as well.
Wherever I want. Just gonna keep walking.
Where's Theo?
Probably like
Center of the room, still
close to
kind
you.
of.
Yeah.
The edge of the circle.
She's like, yeah, still on the ground.
I'm gonna run over to her and be like, "Hey, do you know any spells to basically lock her down, keep her in one area?"
Yeah, but I don't want to.
What do you mean you don't want to?
Tommy's gonna be like, "What's going on? Did we get him?"
She's walking out the door. We need to get her.
Hey, he's gonna grab your arm, Kira.
Casey's gonna like hop down from the stage.
I think she stiff arms him and pushes him, kind of shoves them away. Fine.
Casey like doesn't like run after Kira, but like follows her a little bit. I think she's gonna say like, "Where are you going? You promised me."
That wasn't me. And Kira's gonna go into shadow form.
Roll use magic.
10.
You can't see Kira anymore. Mark, you probably can. Like, you know where she is, but she's a shadow.
Can I not interact with her in any way?
Not physically.
I kind of think that like Casey might look at Tommy like kind of like helpless and like.
I think Tommy will return that look. Theo, whose third eye remains open, looks to the shadow that Kira just turned into. And it's like it's not Kira at all. It's a burly guy with like a real short military flat top haircut. He's wearing like a crisp, I don't know, it looks like maybe a security guard's uniform with short sleeves.
And I can't see anything like that.
No, you see kind of Kira's ghost spirit essence. Usually when you see ghosts, it's very clear, but when you see this part of living people, it's quite faint. Looks much more like gaseous human form. Kira, what are you doing? Are you straight up leaving?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what she's trying to do at the moment. That's what the body's doing.
Did Kira leave anything behind? Like any personal item?
Like, what are you looking for specifically, Mark?
Just something that's tied to her. Something that's part of her.
Mark, why don't you roll plus sharp?
7.
Do you remember the magic talisman things that they initially had at Dawnbreak? I think you took some of those. Kira dropped one of those, Mark. It's a gold ring, gold circle with an infinity sign in the middle of it. It's on the stage where Kira left it. It fell off of her and she didn't go to pick it up.
I'm gonna run to Theo again and be like, I know you don't want to do any more right now, but I really need you to help me get my friend back.
Mark,
roll manipulate someone.
I rolled a 6 fuck, but I'm gonna burn a luck point.
Well, that's 7, right?
Did you roll 6 and a fuck?
Oh wait, yeah.
Fuck is not 0.
God damn it! I keep
remember?
thinking it's 0. Fuck.
Math.
I hate these dice.
Then give them to me. I will take them.
I love these dice too.
So you got a 7. Which means, Theo, if you do whatever he's going to ask you to do, you'll mark experience.
And if you don't, I burn a luck point.
If you burned a luck point, you'd also get a +1 towards whatever you're rolling to do it.
I mean, I'm really sorry, but Theo is really scared. Like, that's not Kira. And Theo doesn't want anything to do with it.
I'm burning a luck point
now.
for Kira and for Theo.
Theo, roll act under pressure.
9.
If you don't do it, this will damage your relationship with Mark. And if you do it, whatever roll you make to stop her or save her, you'll get a bonus to.
Okay. Theo will do it. I'm wondering, Jonny, if there's a way you can tie in what Theo's doing and what Casey's about to do, hopefully.
What is Casey about to do?
Did Kira ever, tell Casey about any of that stuff? I don't think so.
About what Anna's real deal is?
What your true actual struggle is?
I don't think Kira totally knows. She's never been diagnosed.
Keep adding on top of this idea, and I don't like it. So... Oh. Fuck.
Oh boy.
Okay.
What is happening?
I do want to say that while this is going on inside of Kira's headspace, she is in her room, in her apartment, which I think you remember, it's just a giant sequoia tree. And she's just laying in the hammock. Is Anna there?
I think she might actually also be handcuffed to the hammock. Anna's there, but not inside the tree. She can't come in the tree. Casey, what would you like to do?
Casey wants to run and catch Kira.
What I think I want to have happen, and then the attempt will be made, is I want Casey to say something. And then I want Theo to roll use magic, and then I want that magic roll to do something that, if it succeeds, I'm prepared to narrate, and it will be weird.
Casey's gonna run out into the lobby and just frantically looking around, not seeing Kira, just scream out, "I made you a promise, god damn it! To never leave you. That also means that you can't leave me. Kira, don't do this. You can't leave me."
How I'm narrating this is you've run out of the lobby into the hallway toward, you're looking down towards basically the exit. You can tell that there's some shifting and shimmering of shadows. You look into the lobby, that's where Nick and Tommy are kind of walking after you, trying to catch up and figure out what you're up to. Theo is weaving some kind of magic, doing her best to do what Mark wants her to. And she finds a way to do it. Why don't you have Theo roll use magic?
So Theo rolled an 11.
She actually rolled a 13.
Okay.
Because she's getting the +1 from Mark. And she's getting a +1 from what Casey's about to do. Casey.
Yes. Are you needing me to say
I'm needing you to say it.
Kira. Come back, goddammit. I'm in love with you.
The words take a physical, shimmery ribbon shape. Fly down the hallway. Crash into the shadowy wall and wrap themselves around Kira's arms and pull her out back into physical form.
Where are you going?
Kira, you're out of the tree.
Am I out? Am I fronting?
You're co-piloting.
Okay, so I'm not in control.
You can see. You could probably speak.
Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving us?
Kira, roll plus charm.
11?
You can speak.
That wasn't me. I mean, not really. It was him.
Who's him?
I think Kira says, I don't totally know who he is, but he calls himself McCleary. And he's mad at me.
Is he still there?
He's always here.
But you're talking to me now.
Barely.
What can I do? How can I help?
I don't know if you can.
Of course I can. You said that you wouldn't leave me and I wouldn't leave you. He can't take you away from me.
I think he's part of me.
Casey's gonna take your face in her hands and look you in the eyes. Remember what you told me, that although we might all be a little monstrous, that doesn't make us who we are. You are not completely him. You are Kira Ashwood, my best friend, person that I'm in love with.
And then Casey's going to kiss Kira.
I think Kira's just kind of like freezes. And I think she gently kind of pushes away.
Tommy walks into the hallway. Executive producer Jonny Grubb. This has been the Monsters Playbook, featuring
John Wander as Mark Clayton,
Lauren Johnson as Kira Ashwood,
Miah Detjen as Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
and Jonny Grubb as literally everyone else. Our theme song is by me, Jonny Grubb. The Monsters Playbook is produced, edited, and engineered by Miah Detjen. If you liked this episode, please tell a friend. We love friends. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Monsters Playbook, and on Twitter at Monster Playbook, and on Web 1.0 at monstersplaybook.com. We'll see you next episode, where, as always, I'll have some good news and some bad news. Thanks for listening.
I think that Casey's gonna like kiss Kira.
I think I actually got tears that time.
I
Holy
definitely
fuck.
did.
I don't want to like go into this next week.
Well, I have horrible news. You're gonna. That was fun, you guys.